Let's be honest, you've probably heard this before. The small wins you ignore are the exact ones building your future. But if it were that simple, you'd already be doing it, right? So let's go deeper, because what's really stopping you isn't what you think. You've tried motivation, you've watched the videos, you've promised yourself tomorrow. But maybe it's not motivation you're missing. Maybe it's the truth. Today, we're diving into the 1% rule, how small daily wins create massive change. And don't worry, this isn't another wake up at 5 a.m. and drink green smoothies kind of talk. This is about real life, the messy kind. The version where you oversleep, forget the plan, and start over again for the third time this week. And still, somehow you keep trying. That's where real change begins. Part 1. The reality check. Let's face it, we all want results now. We want the abs, the business, the peace of mind. But progress doesn't work like a microwave. It's more like a slow cooker. Nothing seems to happen for a while. Then one day, you lift the lid and everything's changed. The problem? Most people quit before the magic happens. They confuse slow with stuck. But here's the truth. Slow progress is still progress, as long as you're moving. Part 2. The analogy. Think of yourself like a plane taking off. The first few minutes are the hardest. The noise, the pressure, the drag. But once you're in the air, smooth, effortless, directional. Most people never reach cruising altitude because they give up during takeoff. They feel resistance and think something's wrong, when actually that resistance means you're on the right path. Growth always feels like friction before it feels like flight. Part 3. The shift. So how do you keep going when the results don't show up yet? Simple. Stop counting results. Start counting reps. You don't have to win today. You just have to show up, because momentum isn't built in a moment. It's built in motion. Read one page, save $1, speak one kind word. It doesn't look like much today, but that's how mountains are moved, one stone at a time. And if you drop a stone or two along the way, congratulations, you're human. Just don't drop the mission. Part 4. The takeaway. Here's the mindset shift. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Build habits so small they're impossible to skip, and you'll look back one day wondering how everything changed so quietly. Part 5. The mind shift moment. Every time you take action, no matter how small, you're casting a vote for the person you're becoming. So if you feel behind, don't. You're not late, you're just early in your process. And that's where every great story starts. Conclusion. So here's your challenge. Do one small thing today that your future self will thank you for. Don't wait for motivation. Create momentum. Because change doesn't start with a massive leap. It starts with one small step, repeated, relentlessly, until it becomes who you are. If this message hit home, follow Mindshift Mechanic, where we don't just talk motivation, we engineer it.